I thought, I think our whole team game was where we were hoping to be last game. But I thought we got contributions across the board, particularly the guys that lugged a lot of minutes down there and did a real good job of having a good gap and getting some clears and strong in front of the net. But the defense in front of Crow and Crow combined to do an outstanding job. And it was a pretty tough team to shut down like that in the third. And those guys deserve a lot of credit.
Did you get the results you wanted?
Well, certainly, you score like that, it helps. I mean, sometimes you're just doing it just change things. And we're behind. I still didn't mind the way we were playing at that point of the game. And maybe somebody you get one, and we did. And but scoring early in the third really helped us.
Coach, did the loss of Keith inflame your club tonight?
Well, I know that it took a big effort. You miss a guy that plays the most minutes and very meaningful minutes, shift in, shift out. It's good to see Brooksy come into the lineup. He's one of those teammates that guys love to see out on the ice, and haven't been able to use him the whole playoffs. It's commend him on coming in a tough situation, and I think that him coming in helped as well. But certainly there's a big void without Dunks and the minutes. But I thought, I think we got a good response after the way we came out in Game 3 and played the way we had to.
Joel, when you switched up the top two lines, it was after a PK, and I thought at first maybe just because the lines were out of rotation, Kane went up with Taves and Bickle. But then is it just a case where you liked what you saw that first time? Or?
No, I think we're going to do that. Sometimes the guys that are fresh, you go with it. But that was we intended to try that and see what happened.
Coach, why has your team been so successful shutting down the Kings' power play?
Well, I think all year our penalty killing's been one of our strengths of our team, and it starts with our goaltender on out to our defense, led by Krugs and Fro up there. They get 1, 3, and 5 rotations on a lot of penalty kills, and they're relentless, and commend them on their work ethic, and I think it helps that our top guys are not out there in those minutes as well.
Coach Bickle with another strong game tonight. I mean, talk about his confidence level, and also kind of he's taken a little bit of a long and unconventional road to get here. Just kind of a broad sense of how far he's come.
Yeah, I think Bick is one of those guys that you really appreciate. All year long, he's one of those guys that maybe flies under the radar, but he's got all the assets that could make him a top forward power-wise, and because he can hit, he can skate, he can shoot. He sees plays, and he's big at the net, and he's physical. So I think all the ingredients that you want put together, and that process that he'd like to see it come together, game in, game out. But it's probably this playoff round. It seems like he's really progressed. Well, it's important that we came in here and played a good game. I think, look at our first 2 games, we played the way we want to. We're disappointed with the last game, but playing the right way and playing the way we have to be successful is what we're looking for, and I think we want to keep trying to sustain that. And we're chasing it twice from behind in a tough building to come back in, but the guys hung in there. Now we got 1 game at a time. We're going home. We'll be excited. I'm sure the building will be loud as it's ever been, and we're looking forward to it.
Joe, with all the turmoil from losing the other night, losing Duncan, to have a chance to close it out, your team continues to respond to the adversity, to the challenges. What can you say about that?
Well, I mean, it's it's playoffs, and we're deep, and it's an exciting situation to be in. I think it's a great opportunity. We're very frustrated, disappointed with the way we competed or played last game. And talk about your leadership, talk about everybody, but the contribution we got across the board was what we're looking for.
Coach, is that more of what you wanted to see from Patrick Kane tonight?
Yeah, Kane wanted the puck, had it early, and had it a lot. And he's dangerous off the rush. Took some shots through the screens, and nice to see him score as well.
Coach, what's it going to take to close this thing out at home?
Well, we want to make sure we're playing like we have in 1, 2, and 4, and speed and everybody contributing and try to keep the pace and try to make them play defense.